How to build a SaaS from scratch using only AI. No code app. Here we will be creating a SaaS without writing a single line of code. And for that purpose, we will be using Replit. So first of all, sign in, go to your web browser, type in Replit, and then sign in to your account using either Google or your email. Once you have successfully signed in, you will land in a space that looks like this. You will have your dashboard over here, and this is where you have your search bar or a prompt box. In here, you're going to describe the idea that you want to design. So going up here, we have Create App, the Create App option. And if you click on this, you will be redirected to your prompt box back over here, because there is only one and very simple way of creating your app. That is typing in over here, simply describing what you want to create, what you want to design, whatever your inspiration is and what you have in mind. Write all of that down here in text in plain, simple human language. You don't need to know too much about the technicalities or any coding or anything like that. Just type in your simple words, what kind of an app you want to design, or landing page or website or whatever it is that you want to design. So given some details of that, and then it will be designed for you within seconds. Now, in terms of detail, you can describe it in text, and you can also add an attachment. So if you click here, you can import an existing project, you can import a Figma design, or you can upload a file. So any file that you have related to your design, it could have some maybe some visual inspiration. You could upload an image. If you have any written details, for example, if you have details written about your design in a Word document, you could upload that file here and refer to it. You could say for details, refer to the attached document. Once I did attach a copy. I did attach a landing copy one time, and then that copy was used for the landing page. And so the information included within that document about the landing page, the copy for the landing page was used, and the text was used, and what was generated had all that information included as well. So what you want to do is you want to put in the information, whatever you have in mind, things related to that, put that in here and just click start, and within seconds or minutes your design will be created for you. So it is that simple with Replit, that easy, straightforward, and simple. And of course, don't worry, this is not the only time that you will be getting the SaaS that we are going to create. This is not the only time that you get to describe your design. You will have chances later to keep improving and refining your design. You can keep correcting it, you can make additions to it, you can remove sections from it, and you can keep correcting it and improving it once it has been created. So don't worry about that. You can still make changes to it. So going back, we have create your app, only one way to create the app, and a simple way. Then you can import any code or design. You can import any kind of code or any kind of design from, you have GitHub here, Lovable, Vercel, Figma Design, Bolt, and any zip file too. So you can introduce any kind of data or code or any design that you want from other apps or other folders and bring them here and work on those. You could have worked on some project, you could have complete work that you can bring in here and you can improve that work, or you can bring in any codes and you can practice your code here. So Replit is famous as a platform where people bring in their codes and then they practice them, they submit the code, and then an app or design gets generated on basis of the code, and then you can see if that code really does work out, what improvements the code needs and stuff like that. So you can very conveniently bring in your code and test it on Replit, or you can practice your code on Replit. You can view your designs as a team and everyone can work on the project together, on the design together, and you can practice your code together too. So with Replit, you can do all of these things. You can import a code or design and work on that. Then you have home, where we initially were. You have apps. So you have a list of the apps that you have already created. Then we have published apps. So here we have not published any app yet, but we can publish any our apps here. Then we have developer frameworks. Again, there are a lot of languages supported on Replit. You can use any of these languages to code in, select a language, and then code in that language, and even practice that code too. Then you have Python, and then you have these websites and different graphics too to access in terms of developer frameworks. Then you have documentation here, and then you have information about your plan. I am on the starter plan, which is the free plan, and I can generate apps and designs with it, and have been doing so for a while now, and it is very, very convenient and helpful. So down here we have any recent apps that were accessed. Now we are ready to describe our idea and start creating, because we have gone over the space and now we are familiar with it. So we're just going to go ahead and create our design. At this point over here, we should know very, very clearly what kind of a SaaS we want to design. So I know in my mind what I want to create. The SaaS that I want to create, it is going to be a web app in which the users are going to input a task, or not exactly a task, but an idea of something that they want to do. So for example, maybe someone is just thinking about starting a business. Maybe they want to go into some kind of a small business or some entrepreneurship type thing, or so then they have something like that in mind and they want to do that. Maybe some other person wants to enroll for a course, or they want to attend some kind of course. Maybe someone else wants to attend some kind of an event which they don't really have any idea about, but they wish they could attend something like that. So, if just someone's sitting around, or maybe they're working, whatever, but something comes into mind, there is a task, something that they want to do. So what they're going to do is they're going to enter in that into the app. And then what the app is going to do is, with AI, the app is going to generate logical steps, or now we can say task, into tasks, or just basically steps in how the person can go about in executing that, and how they can achieve the goal that they have just set. So for example, if someone wants to start a business, the app is going to give them rational, logical steps on how to start a business. So they're going to tell them, okay, you want to start a business. So first, what you're going to do this, then do this, and then you're going to go on, and then you're going to follow these steps, and then you will get into a business of the sort. So that is what the idea is. For example, if someone wants to attend an event, they want to attend some kind of a theater play, they want to attend, they wish to do that, the app is going to use the AI and tell the person using the app how they can, where such events are available and on what dates, where the location is, which location suits you. You should go on so and so date, get tickets from here, how much it's going to cost, what options you have available. So it's gonna give you steps on how to go about whatever it is that you want to do. And what they want to do could be anything. It could be business related, entertainment related, or educational purpose, or anything like that. So that is what I have in mind for the app. And my idea for my app, according to me, is pretty straightforward and clear. So I am clear on the idea. Now what I need to do is I need to describe my idea. So I should have by now noted down somewhere in detail what the design is, or the prompt which I'm going to enter in. So I need sort of maybe 4 to 5 lines that I'm going to put in here. It could be more. You could give it a lot more detail if you want. So I could add in a short paragraph, or maybe, and then some bullet points that I want to add in and attach a file or something. So I'm going to put that in. Right now, I'm not going to give it too much detail. I'm just going to put in 4 to 5 sentences on what kind of a design I want. So I have put in some brief information on the app. It says, create a SaaS which will act as an execution coach. User will enter in their goal. With the help of AI, break the user's goal into clear, practical, numbered steps. Use simple language, no theory, no motivation, no explanations. Output only actionable steps in order. Now you could go ahead and add in some detail about the design or visuals as well. I am not too concerned with that because I trust the AI here, and it usually brings out a nice design. So what I'm mostly concerned about is the functionality. So I've entered in detail on that. Now I have put in the details and I'm going to click on start. And here the workspace is loading. Our SaaS is being created. And so I have put in the prompt. Next, all you need to do is click on start here. And here our web app is being created over here, as you can see. So over here, some descriptions are available on what is happening. And on the right here, we will get a preview of our app. And there we go. Now the preview is also ready. So let's take a look at the preview first of our app. In the right section here, we have the app. You can scroll down on it, and this is it. This is all there is to it because that is exactly what we wanted to design. We did not want any distractions, any long scrolling, anything. Just a simple screen, a simple page where you just enter in and you write in. The most space we wanted to dedicate was to the text box. And that's how it turned out. You're just going to type in what you want to do and then you'll get a result. So starting from the top, it says execution here, the first heading. So the heading over here says turn ambition into actionable step. So it fits perfectly. And it's kind of a summary or just in a line what this whole app is going to be about. Then down here we have a subheading or description which says no theory, no motivation, just a clear numbered execution plan for your next big goal. So I think this is a little bit detailed or longer than I would keep it. So we'll go into this later and see how we want to change anything. Then if you go down, you have your large text box. It says in faded writing, I want to launch a SaaS product in 30 days. This is a suggestion and you're being given an example of what you could type in here, what kind of goals you can put in here, and then you'll get actionable steps for those. Down here it says be specific for better results. So I like this tiny detail and it's a kind of a nice reminder to be specific to get better results. If you are going to be specific, only then can the AI be more specific and give you exact steps or exact actions to take in detail. So it would be very helpful in a practical kind of way. Then you have a break it down. So for the button, the text that they've decided for the button is break it down. We could go over this as well, think a little bit more creatively and think what we could write here on the button when we're ready when we put in our goal, and then when we want to press the button, what it should be. Break it down is also good, but I think if we could come up with something quirky and short and really meaningful, then that would be nice too. It is breaking down, but we can think a little bit more creatively here too. Then if you go down at the very bottom, you have direct, practical, and immediate. It says no fluff, just instructions, practical steps you can actually take immediate. Get started right now. So this fits perfectly. This is kind of the gist of the app. And we can see if we want to keep all three of these or one, or if we want some logos or something else down here. It's not exactly perfect. I think it's a little bit serious or really minimalist or a bit too calm with the colors and a bit relaxing. So I think not with the words. I did say no motivation and no explanation in the description or in the prompt that I put in, but that didn't mean that I didn't want some kind of motivation in the colors or, for the visual aspect. So I do think there needs to be some brightness or, not as relaxing as this looks right now. So we'll get into how we can make those changes, and we will be making a lot of changes together and seeing the outcomes. For now, let's look a little bit more around here and get familiar with the workspace. And then after that, we'll test our app too. So what happens with Replit is you have a preview section here where you can preview your app. And then on the left, you have this panel over here. So this looks really messy and jumbled up. So let me clear this up for you a little bit. So we have a review, which they need. Let's close this for now. And then it also says a fast model enabled upgrade. And then let's close this for now too. Now, this is a tiny message box over here, or in the text box here, where you can write in any commands or prompts, or just sort of a discussion with the AI that you can have over here with plain text, just simple human language that you can use here. So it says make lightweight changes quickly. So any changes, now we're looking here, and the smaller changes, for example, like the heading, you want to change the words, you want to change the font, the colors, remove some text, or change the placement of anything. These are actually lightweight changes and simple changes. So if you want to make those kind of changes, you can make these lightweight changes quickly over here. You can make heavy and drastic changes as well, but not as quickly as the other ones. So those are going to take a little bit of time, but you can certainly do that as well. So this is where you can type in anything that you want, and once you have typed in what changes you want, you're going to click here and then it will be sent. So this is where you can communicate. Now, if we go up here, I'm going to scroll to the top here, and I'm going to go back up to the prompt that I gave it. So this was the prompt that I put in. And then this was the response. So it says, I'll build an AI-powered execution coach SaaS that takes a user's goal and breaks it down into clear, actionable steps using simple language. This will include a clean interface for goal entry and a results view for the practical steps. So we have not seen that yet, but it says that we will get a results view when we have entered that in. So we will enter some goal in, and then we're going to click on this button, and then we'll get to see the results view too and what it looks like. Then it says, first, I'll search for the necessary AI integration to power the goal breakdown functionality. So it has indicated what it's going to do first, and then it has labeled 33 actions. So if we click here, we can go and look at all of those 33 actions if we're interested in all of those, or we don't have to view this and click on show less. And we just know that 33 actions had taken place. Then restarted the application, then deployed the application. So every step here is displayed, is written out in text, and you can read all steps that are taking place. And then also in plain language, you have small summaries of what's going on, what's happening, what changes were made. So this is basically here because so that you don't have to face code at all. We don't even have to look at code over here even to understand what's happening. So typing in code or using code to design anything is really a far stretch. We don't even have to look at any code or see any code. I don't see any code here anywhere. You're actually going to have to put an effort to go and find the codes and see them. So what we have here is the code converted. In a way, you can say that you have the code converted into plain human language, and here you can get a summary, small summary, or explanation of exactly what is going on and what has been done in detail, in absolute detail. So then you have the application was deployed. The execution coach app is ready. I've set up the AI integration database and generated the front end interface. Now, how impressive is that? The AI integration has been set up, the database has been set up, and the front end interface has also been generated. This is so impressive. We did not have to use our effort, energy, mind, anything for any of these steps. All we had to do was describe what we wanted, and then AI has taken the responsibility to go through all of that hard work and just provide us with the results. Then it says the app allows users to enter a goal, click break it down, and receive a clear numbered list of practical steps generated by AI. So this is basically what it was, what I had planned, what I had prompted it. We're going to enter a goal and then click on the button, and then we're going to receive clear numbered list of the practical steps that we can take to complete our goal, which will be generated by AI. The goal and steps are saved to the database. You can deploy it now to share it with others. And then here we can see there was a checkpoint, and it said that add AI powered goal breakdown and execution planning features. So that has been added. And if we go down, it says worked for 3 minutes. So you have details on how much time has been worked on, 3 minutes worth of time has been worked. The work done is 42 actions, and then items read are 568 lines, and code changed plus 246. And then you have agent usage if the agent has been used. So let's view agent usage. The agent is basically the AI which helps execute your repeated tasks very quickly. So any repetitions that are made are just handed over to the AI agent here, and then that can carry out those tasks for you. So the agents are very useful and very helpful in cutting down our time and effort. Then you have ready to share options. You can publish this app in one click. You have auto scale deployment here, and you have a URL for this as well. So you can just go ahead and even start sharing it around. And then you have production database settings. So you can open that and you can go here and you can configure how your production database is created and populated when you publish. So you can go into the details on that as well. So everything is provided right over here. You can go into as much detail as you want, as much customization as you want. You can also configure this yourself if you click here, or if you are happy with it, you can click on publish now. So we need to make changes. So we are going to be making those, and that is why we're not going to just publish just now. What you can do down here, which I did not mention before, is you have the build option. So you can build and you can plan. So you can choose either of these. For plan, you do need the upgraded version. With build, you can make, test, and iterate. And with plan, you can ask questions and plan your work. So with build, which we do have, and what we are doing, we are building our app. So you can make, test, and iterate. You can test it. You can work on making the app and give it commands which refer to this. With plan, you can ask questions as well, and you can plan your work. You can brainstorm with AI over here. So then you have this option, which is select element. So if you want to select any element, you can select that and then discuss it. You also have add attachment, so you can attach anything you want. You have fast if you click here. You have agent mode as fast and anonymous, and you can use these. So this is the agent mode here, and this is going to, if you select the agent mode and fast, then this is going to help you get really quick and lightweight changes done very, very quickly. And then you have filters, the agent tools. If you click here, these are the filters that you have. You can control your agent's level of autonomy. So how much autonomy you want the agent to actually have: low, medium, high, and max. So you can choose between these. And then again, here's the same thing. The fast agent makes your changes very quickly. And then this is the submit button here. Up top over here, you have the preview, which we are previewing, and you can exit this, but don't do that. And you also have tools and files here. So you can view this tab as well, and you can access tools and other files over here. You have app storage, database, integrations, publishing, all of these that you can access and go through the details of. So you have the preview here, and then you have the tools and files here. You also have files to the right. If you move here, this is where you can add your team members from, and this is a side panel. If you click on that, all these files open up. These files are all related to your app that is being created here, and these files contain all the codes for the different aspects of your app, and you can go here. So if you click on the three dots, you can download the folder, or you can copy the link, and you can go over the code in this or all the content in here, and you can go over it and make changes to it, or you can save it somewhere on your system and save it for later if you want to save just one file or one folder. And you can also delete it from here. You know, if you're creating an app and you want all its files, all the code with you, or you want to keep it somewhere safe, or you want all of it downloaded, then you will go over here on these three dots, and you will go down and click on download as zip. So the second one, download as zip, and then all of these files will be downloaded, and you just have to unzip them and you can view all of them and go over the codes. You can paste it in your notebook, you can paste it on Notepad and view it there, keep it safe in any kind of document. So this is where you can access folder. You can upload any file or any folder over here and really customize this, or if you're into coding, then you can get into all of this. So all things are available here. You decide what you want to control and what you don't, what tasks you want to leave up to AI, which tasks you don't want to leave up to it, and how much control and customization you really want. Lastly, we have our name of the app over here. It is called Goal Steps, and if you click here, you can go through these and you can add any app icon or cover image too. So that is for the interface. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start testing up the preview of our app. So it did say to go ahead and test the app, put in a goal, and then you're going to see a results page. I'm just going to put in the suggested goal. It says I want to launch a SaaS product in 30 days. So I'm going to put in just that. And there we go. I have typed it in. So just as I typed it in, what happened down here is it says 42 characters. So it's counted the characters. And then I have this button here was gray before and it has turned black. So I can click on that now. So these are some visual changes that have appeared while I typed in the goal. And then I'm just going to click on this button here. Okay, so it's thinking, and then so it means AI is working. All right, and now we have our result page, I'm guessing. It says the goal. I want to launch a SaaS product in 30 days. And then down here, we have the numbered actions, all these actions. All right, and in the end, it says execution is the only strategy. Impressive. That's nice. And then you have commit to this plan. Okay, so I want to see what's going to happen when we press here. So let's go up and see what steps AI has generated for the goal. It says research and choose a profitable SaaS idea. Define the core features of your MVP. Create wireframes or sketches of your product. Select a tech stack and hosting solution. Set up a development environment. Hire a developer or commit to building the product yourself. Develop the core features of your SaaS product. Test the product to ensure it works with no major bugs. Set up a website or landing page for your product. Create pricing plans and integrate payment options. Write clear and compelling copy for your website. Sign up for a customer communication tool, for example, email marketing or chat. Create terms of service and privacy policies. Pre-launch campaign to build interest. Set up analytics tools to track user behavior. Launch the product to your audience. Announce the launch on social media and relevant platforms. Start collecting feedback from first users. Fix any post-launch bugs or issues. Iterate and improve based on feedback. So this is really impressive. They've given a whole 20 action tasks have been given. These are actions that you need to take in order to complete your goal. Of course, because the goal is a big one, you want to launch a SaaS product. So of course, you're going to have to go through all of these things and you're going to work on that. So let's click on commit to this plan. It says plan copied, paste it into your notes app. So this is the plan. It has been copied and now you're going to paste it in your notes app. So that is what this does. All right, so let's move back up and let's go to, okay, so it says when you go back, it says new goal. So this is kind of motivating. And up here you have copy. So copy to clipboard if you click here. Plan copied, paste it into your notes app. This is nice. I think there should be a section where you can save your plan in here as well. So, all right, now let's go to new goal. So going back to a new goal and let's type in something a little simpler kind of goal. So I want to throw a surprise birthday party for my sister. So there is predictive text here as well. So I was just up till here and then the rest of it has appeared on its own. So I'm just going to press tab, birthday party for my sister. And then it said to put in details. So I want to put in details for my younger sister. And then let's put in the date as well, on 15th January at home. This is, I have given in as much detail as I could. So let's click on break it down. There we go. So the goal is I want to throw a surprise birthday party for my younger sister on 15th January at home. So we have a list of 13 action steps that we can take in order to throw the party. So it says decide on a party theme based on what your sister likes. Make a guest list of close family and friends your sister would want at the party. Set a budget for the party expenses, including food, decorations, and gifts. Plan the menu and order or prepare food that your sister enjoys. Buy decorations that match the theme, including balloons, banners, and tableware. Plan an activity or a game everyone can enjoy during the party. Get a birthday cake that fits the theme and your sister's taste. Choose a gift for your sister and wrap it nicely. Confirm the guest list and let them know the date, time, and location discreetly. Clean and decorate the house the day before or on the morning of the party. Set up the food table and ensure everything is ready before the guests arrive. Hide any signs or sounds of the party until she arrives to keep it a surprise. Make sure everyone is ready to yell surprise when your sister arrives. These are very well thought action steps, and there is a lot of detail on those. So this works very well for if you want it for any business purpose or if you want it for any personal life goal as well. So it could be something very serious you're working on or something very casual, but of course both are important. So this is so nice, and it's like you have your own personal assistant and your AI assistant that can help you out plan anything that comes to your mind. So this is very nice. I do think some things can be added. So let's go back and edit the changes that I think need to be made. So let's go back and I'll just tell you as well. So as you can see here, there is no text box and you can't really go over to the text and highlight it and start editing it. You can't do that. You can't edit the text here. So everything or anything that you need to edit, you're going to go down here and you're going to type it in, and then you're going to get those changes made. So first of all, I don't want in this text, the description, I don't want no theory, no motivation in here. I think this is fine. Just a clear numbered or just execution plan for your next goal. So I want it shorter and just one line. So I'm going to write that in. So down here, I've written in, change the subheading description to execution plan for your goal, like this. And the change is being made and will also be given a preview. And as everything happens, we are getting updates as well. So 3 actions, edited, restarted, and so is happening. There we have it, the preview. It says execution plan for your goal instead of all of that detail. And here it says in a very human-like way, I've updated the description to execution plan for your goal. How does it look? So that's what it says. And this is the update that has been made. It's called checkpoint. And then it says 1 minute ago. So 2 minutes ago, I gave it this prompt. And then within 1 to 2 minutes, the change has taken place and it has been updated. So that's really quick. Now, another thing, let's go and change the text on the button. So it says break it down. I want it to just say break it. So let's go here. Let's type in change the button text to break it. So that's what I've written in. We're going to send that and it has started working. And again, we have the preview here. It says break it now. It's been updated. And here it says I've updated the button text to break it. Does this look right to you? And so on. So this change has been made. So any other change that you want to make can be made very easily. So the button here has changed. The description has changed. Now I want to change up the theme a little bit. And here I have entered in the prompt or description on what theme changes I want. I'm going to click enter. And so here the theme changes have been made, which are very slight. I would need to upgrade to unlock more colors or more vibrant colors. So I would need an upgraded version for that. But so far the changes that have been made is the button here. So the color for this has changed. So I've put in the goal and then this is what the button looks like. And then when you go here, not a lot of difference. This has turned to orange and this up here is also orange. So a very slight accent accents here. And so that is what is available and can be changed. Now you can type in more details and go into a little bit of trial and error. You're not going to get your app to be 100% perfect or exactly the way that you want. So you do want to go in and experience some trial and error, and then you'll finally get to a place where you like. So that is it. That is how you can get a fully functional, no-code, AI-powered SaaS that helps users turn ideas into clear, executable steps.